I've scaled over a dozen of my own sales teams from 2 to 20 plus reps, and here's what most companies get wrong. They mostly hire at random and in short bursts instead of building systems that attract and filter top performers virtually on autopilot. This one mistake cost them hundreds of thousands of dollars in failed hires and opportunity cost. And every mishire actually decreases revenue. Let me show you what actually works. Number one is the recruiting foundation. When most people think about scaling a sales team, they jump straight to, we just need to hire faster. But that's backwards, like super backwards. The companies that successfully go from 2 reps to 20 reps don't start with speed. They start with a recruiting foundation, a system that screens for scalability, not just skills. When we take on a new client, the first thing that we look at isn't their job posting, it's their hiring process. And almost every single time we see the same exact mistake. They're screening for sales experience instead of growth potential. Let me give you a real example. So we worked with a roofing company. They were out of Tulsa. This was maybe 3-4 months ago. They had 3 reps and they wanted to scale to 15, but they were adamant that every hire needed at least 3 years of roofing sales experience. Here's the reality. Tulsa has about 1 million people. Sounds like a big pool to choose from, right? But how many of these people actually have 3 years of roofing sales experience? If you guessed not a lot, you would be correct. And out of that small group, how many are already high performers who are very loyal to their current company? The answer would be most of them. Most of them are happy with your competitors and they're happy in their role right now. So we take a large pool and make it a very small pool, and then make it even a smaller pool. And now we take what's left, which is people who have been selling roofs for 3 years and aren't making serious money. And why do you think they're not making serious money? It's because they're not that good. Because if they were, they'd be working for your competitor, or they'd have started their own shop or their own business. Now, yes, we did find them 2 people who matched that 3-year requirement. But here's what happened right after we found those 2 rock stars. One declined the offer. The other got fired within 3 weeks for bad habits he picked up at his last job, and he had the I know better syndrome. And this is exactly why experience alone isn't a deal breaker when you're scaling to 20 plus reps. What you actually need to hire for is trajectory, not just track record. A hungry rookie or someone who's coming from a different industry with the right mindset will and always will outperform a burned out veteran every single time. And those are the people who become loyal, and those are the people that grow with you. They don't just jump ship every single time someone waves a slightly higher commission split in their face. Your recruiting system should identify people who can grow with your company long term, not just fill a seat today. You've just seen the foundation, but here's the thing. Most business owners don't have time to build this themselves. That's exactly what me and my team do. We take over your entire recruiting process, screen every candidate, and deliver you the top 5 to 10%. Ready to hire, ready to crush it for you. So if you want us to handle this whole system for you while you focus on running your business, there's a link below down in the description to book a call and see how we can help you scale from 2 to 20 reps, or 5 to 50 reps, or 10 to 100 reps. Whatever you need, we can do it for you. We've done it for many people, and we can do it for you. Number 2 is the volume scaling challenge. Now, once you have the recruiting foundation in place, you hit the next challenge, which is volume. This is where most scaling attempts break down. Most companies try to hire one perfect person at a time. But when you're going from 2 reps to 20, you're not hiring individuals, you're building hiring classes. The traditional process looks like this. Post a job, interview 5 people, hire 1, rinse and repeat over and over until you got your team. That process will absolutely crush your momentum when you need 15 plus people in a 6-month window. What actually works is what we call batch recruiting. Instead of trickling in candidates, we build systems that pull in 50 plus applicants at once, then filter them quickly, and then identify the top 5 to 10 who belong in your next hiring class. Volume recruiting isn't more of the same. It's a completely different operating system. And if you don't adopt it, you get stuck in this cycle where you're always behind, constantly short-staffed, constantly rushing, and constantly compromising. Scaling requires batch recruiting systems, not individual hiring. And number 3, which is the quality at scale problem. And finally, the challenge that breaks most companies, maintaining quality at scale. The pressure to fill seats leads to bad hires, and bad hires are worse than no hires. Inside our portfolio companies, we hire an average of 38 new salespeople per month. And here's what I've learned from that. Speed and quality aren't opposites. They actually come from the exact same thing, which is a strong system. Most companies think that they have to choose. Do we hire fast or do we hire well? But the teams that scale successfully have what I call non-negotiable standards. No matter how desperate they are, no matter how behind they are, they never compromise on those core criteria. Quality at scale doesn't come from taking more time with each candidate. It comes from systematically eliminating poor fits early, both in the interview process and during their training and ramp-up period. Speed comes from better systems, not lower standards. And when you combine those, which is a scalable recruiting foundation, batch recruiting for volume, and non-negotiable standards, that is how you go from 2 reps to 20 plus reps without any of the chaos or BS. So here's your complete system: recruiting for growth, batch hiring for volume, and quality at scale. Here's the reality. My team places between 500 to 1,000 sales reps every single month using this exact system. We handle everything from the job postings, the screening, the interviews, and we only send you the top candidates. So if you want to grow to 20 sales reps without ripping your hair out, which you probably are right now, the link is down in the description to book a call, and we'll see you there. Talk soon.